Hey, how you doing? Welcome to another video, and it is time for another predictions. That's right, it is time for the Summer Game Fest 2025 predictions. Of course, this is on Friday, so we got 3 days as of recording. I don't know if I'm posting this on today or which is Tuesday. I think I probably will just to have them out there for a little bit. But so yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for this week. This week is insane. We got the State of Play tomorrow. Then after that, we got the Switch 2 on Thursday, and then of course we have Summer Game Fest on Friday. Saturday is Future Game Show, which will be fun, and then Sunday, of course, is the Microsoft Xbox Showcase, which last year's showcase was. Ooh, so I'm hey, they gotta live up to it. Maybe not as good, but whatever. Anyway, I'm okay with not as good. Anyway, let's get to this because this was actually kind of hard to do after the State of Play, so I had to like change certain things. I might have like left a couple things here on mistake, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll figure it out. Anyway, so I'm just gonna get straight to it. Okay, what are your predictions? Because I'm predicting. Well, as you may know, they're gonna start off with something big, right? I think so. And as you may know, World Combat 1 is done. It's over. And I think it's because they really are focusing on their next game, which I think is already in development. So much so, I have a feeling we're going to see a trailer for that game, and that game is Injustice 3, baby! I would not be surprised if we see that, especially seeing we have like this DC. I don't know, what do you want to call it, a renaissance or whatever? Everybody's excited for Spider-Man. People like Creature Commandos. People are excited for Peacemaker Season 2, you know? So, like, I wouldn't be surprised that even if we don't get it for another, like 1 or 2 years, I would not be surprised if we get, like, a CG trailer for Injustice 3. So I'm predicting it right here. I'm also predicting BioShock 2. Nope, BioShock 4. I got the name wrong and the number. BioShock 4. I already predicted this for the State of Play, but I'm going to put it here just in case. Maybe if I predict it in both, maybe it'll happen in one. Or maybe because I'm predicting all the time, it's not happening. So maybe I shouldn't predict it anymore. Anyway, so BioShock 4, I gotta put it in there. So I did. Next is, oh yeah, I just had to put this here because there's gonna be so many really cool looking indie games that, because Jeff Keighley always does a good job of like balancing the shows for the most part with indie games. Some of them don't look as like awesome as the others, but like for the most part, they do a really good job of like balancing the show with like, here's a big thing and then here's a few really awesome looking indie games. Some people are like, oh, it's lame because it's not a big name, I know, but indie games are like some of the best stuff you can play right now. So anyway, I mean, look at Expedition 33. That was pretty much an indie game. Yeah, hey, everybody loves it. So don't knock it till you at least look at it and like comprehend it without being upset because it's not the next Call of Duty or some shit. Anyway, next, oh yeah, this one, James Bond 007 First Light. I think we're gonna get a trailer for this tomorrow at the State of Play, but I think we'll get more gameplay during Summer Game Fest, which would be kind of cool. You know, be at two different places like that would be very nice. So I just put that in there. Next is Lies of P Overture. I think we're going to get this. Is of course, the big DLC coming to Lies of P, which I've been really wanting to play it, actually. I even bought that deluxe edition on PS5, which was pricey. But yeah, I've heard it's great. And even though I'm not a big like Souls guy, I would like to try it out. So maybe I'll play it before this comes out just to see if I get addicted to it. Because I mean, it's very rare I do, but there's times where I'm like, like Dark Souls 2, I actually got addicted to quite a bit. So you never know. You never know. Anyway, this one I think is definitely 100% happening, and that is Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I think we're getting a release date trailer for this. Prediction for release day? I'm going to say September. September seems like perfect. Like beginning of September. A few months after Mario Kart, so maybe people are a little like, not sick of it, but you know, there's not as much hype anymore. You know, September, there's not that many things coming. There's a couple things, but you know, Borderlands and stuff, but like different. Those are all different things that people are. I'm going to assume Sonic fans aren't the exact same fans as Borderlands. You know, I'm just going to say. So yeah, I think that's gonna happen. I'm gonna get September, but maybe earlier, maybe August. I could see August too, maybe October. Who fucking knows? I think it's gonna be there though for sure. Next, oh my god, I hope this happens. Where the fuck is The Wolf Among Us 2? Like, well, they They re-announced this. They re-announced this game like fucking 5 years ago, 6 years ago maybe, and then they showed a trailer like 2 years ago. It was supposed to come out like 2023, and then it got delayed to 24, and now it's 25 and 26. It's not gonna come out. This game doesn't exist, does it? God damn it. Anyway, I love the first one. So anyway, I hope that happens. Anyway, next. Oh yeah, Iron Man game for Motive. Now we all know the Black Panther game got deleted completely. Not the Marvel 1943, which might also be here, by the way. I put it in state of play, but I could see it being here. I would not be surprised if we do see that finally, because it's been in the works for a couple years, so at least I think so. They announced it a couple years ago, and it's been a little over 2 years since Motive. Sorry, I yawned. Since Motive released the Dead Space remake, of course, which was fantastic. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not like super excited for an Iron Man game. But considering how good Star Wars Squadrons was, which was awesome for Motive, and the flying was pretty damn good in that, I would be excited to see what they would do with an Iron Man game. So, I mean, that might be really cool. So, I have a feeling people are not gonna like the way Tony Stark looks. That's my guess. That's a weird guess. If they show it here, people are going to be like, I don't know about Tony Stark. There you go. Anyway, so that's my guess. My one prediction for the trailer. Anyway, let's go. Blood of the Dawnwalker. This game looks fucking awesome. We haven't seen gameplay, but the trailer was really good. This is a game that I think is made by some people that did Witcher. If you don't know what this game was, look up Blood of the Dawnwalker. Watch a trailer. It looked really cool. So I think they said summer we're going to get more footage or whatever. So possibly we could see it at State of Play, but I'm going to say that it makes more sense for a Keighley show. So going to throw that in there. Oh man, I hope this happens. They just announced that this game, Marvel Cosmic Invasion, the beat 'em up, I think it's from the same people that did the Turtles game, I want to say. I think it was the same people. I'm not sure. Maybe it's the same publishers. I'm not 100% sure. But it looked great. This game, they just announced today that it has 15 playable characters, which I knew was going to be more than, like 4 or 5. I was thinking like 8 or 9. I wasn't expecting 15. I thought 9 was like pushing it. 15 Marvel characters you pick from. I'm assuming they unlock too. You're not going to get a choice from 15 immediately, but I could be wrong. Looks awesome. I can't wait for this game. It looks fucking great. One of my most anticipated this year. Next is Little Nightmares 3. I think that's going to get a release date trailer. I'm going to guess October. That would make the most sense, but I could see maybe September, maybe even August. I'm guessing October, though. I don't know when in October, but whatever. Next, I would be surprised if we don't see this, because I feel like it's been a few months since the AC Shadows came out, and I don't think we've heard anything about DLC, and I don't think Ubisoft does shows anymore, so I would not be surprised if we get that here. So Assassin's Creed Shadows DLC, I don't really care, but just throw that out there. This one will be sick. Killer Bean, baby. Now, this is a game that we saw, I want to say was it the Summer Game Fest last year, or was it like Gamescom? I forgot where. It was somewhere. It was at a Keighley thing. I want to say, maybe it was the Game Awards. No, I think it was Summer Game Fest. Whatever. It was shown somewhere. And of course, I already know what Killer Bean is. I was Killer Bean in a video not too long ago. I don't know if you watched that from Coolmaker. This is I think this is gonna happen. I think we're gonna see it, and I even put like early access shadow drop because it was supposed to come in early access last year. Either that or the developer, who I think is also the creator of Killer Bean too. I think he just moved on to becoming a game developer, which is fun. I think he might just try to skip the early access entirely, maybe just drop the entire game. Not if it gets a shadow drop, it'll be an early access, but if it's not, then it'll be just its own thing. So it'll just be later on, like maybe we'll see a trailer and it'll come out later. Like official release drops in like, I don't know, a couple months or something. Anyway, I could see that coming though soon. Next is Virtua Fighter. Remember Virtua Fighter? New game is coming out for Virtua Fighter. Oh my god. Fatal Fury is back. Virtua Fighter's back. Oh my god, everything's back. Oh my god. Everything's back except for fucking Soul Calibur. Anyway, Virtua Fighter gameplay trailer. It's been 7 years since Soul Calibur 6. Fuck. Anyway, so Virtua Fighter gameplay trailer. I think this is I feel like it might be a lock, but I put a question mark because I'm also like, I don't know. I could see them not showing gameplay yet, even though they showed a little bit of gameplay already, but I don't know. I don't know. I just put it there just in case it happens. Next is Pragmata, of course. Everybody can't wait for this game. This is the Capcom game that's been, I think it was announced like 4 or 5 years ago, and it's still like in development, and it got delayed and stuff. I think we'll finally see it. Now, I was going to put this in state of play, but I already put like fucking 4 Capcom things in there. I put Resident Evil, I put Onimusha, Devil May Cry. Maybe that's it. But it might be it. But yeah, I thought maybe this would be kind of a cool thing to show during the Keighley thing, but who knows. I put it in there, Pragmata. If you don't know what this is or you don't remember, look up trailers for it. It was the little girl, and you're like an astronaut man. You're like a soldier man, and you have to protect the little girl, but she has powers too. I don't know. It looks really cool. It's from Capcom, so I'm down. We saw a little bit of gameplay too. It looks pretty good. So anyway, next is Borderlands 4 trailer. I think we're definitely gonna get that. It'll probably focus on one of the Vault Hunters. I think we'll probably start getting trailers for Vault Hunters now, because they always do that. They always have one trailer for particular Vault Hunters, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get that. Maybe a story trailer instead. Maybe, I don't know. Mafia the Old Country, I think we'll get a new trailer for that for sure. It's coming out in like 2 months, so, and we only have one trailer so far. Would not be surprised if we get a more cinematic trailer. Next is Judas, baby. Now, if we don't get BioShock 4, this would be great. This is Ken Levine's next game, of course, the creator of BioShock. And some Shock too, of course. I would be very, very excited for this because Judas looking good. I mean, it looks like BioShock. I love that. I think it's called Ghost Story Games. That's his new developer. I love that he stopped. He closed down Irrational Games. He said, "I'm done," which was kind of shitty because whatever. But I'm done. I'm gonna do my own thing, and then open this studio. And then it's been like 11 years since that or like maybe like 10 years since he opened the studio, and we haven't really. We've seen a little bit of Judas, but I remember like Ken Levine talking about like how the next game's gonna be like pushing the boundaries or whatever. And every time I see Judas, it looks great, but it just looks like a BioShock game, which is awesome with me. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Next is Crimson Desert. Now this game looks insane. This is, of course, from the Black Desert team. It's the same world, I would assume. This game looks awesome. It looks actually, like, unbelievably good. I think we'll actually get a release date trailer for this one. I think they said, like, winter this year, but I have a feeling they'll say, like, just straight up December or November. I think we'll get our trailer. I feel like this game gets shown at Keighley's things quite often. So, I think that next is Skate 4 gameplay reveal. I think we got a bunch of gameplay so far for the new Skate game. I think we'll finally get a full-on trailer, like a legit one. So, alright, this one I actually wrote down thinking it could be here or at the Xbox Showcase, and that is the Persona 4 remake. I think we all know it's coming. Now, Persona 4 is the only Persona game I've ever played all the way through, so I would be very happy about a remake. It sucks that the original voice actors aren't coming back. Or, I didn't think about this. They could just be using the original. I never even thought about that. They could be just using the original voice files. I don't think they would do that. Like, Persona 3 didn't do that. But I would argue that Persona 3 might not be as iconic as 4. Like, 4 is what really was starting to blow up the franchise in America. No offense to the 3 people. I know some people be like, "What? That's not true." It is. You can't really defend. I'm sorry. It might be what got you into Persona, but Persona 4 I feel like is the thing that really, and then Persona 5 just blew it up even more, way more actually. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say it's probably an Xbox, but I wanted to put it here anyway. Next is Jurassic Park Survival. Remember this game or Survivor? Shit, I forgot what it was actually called. Does anybody remember this? It's another game from fucking Now I forgot their names. The guys that did Warhammer, Space Marine 2, and they're doing Turok. Oh no, it starts with an S. Fuck. Oh my god. Anyway, they're making that. I think it starts with an S. They're making this game. No, not Supermassive. Shit. I'm gonna look it up. Is it Jurassic Park Survival or Survivor? Anyway, they showed this game last year. It's Survival. I was right. And it's made by Saber. There we go. Jesus, they're making so many games, by the way. Supposedly, they're still doing the KOTOR remake, which, by the way, I should have put that here. Excuse me, hold on. Okay. I was just typing something. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so Jurassic Park Survival, we saw this last year, but we didn't really... We saw in-game stuff, but we didn't see like a lot of gameplay. Wait, was it last year or was it 2023? Anyway, we have Jurassic World coming up, the new movie, so I thought this would be a perfect time to actually show us the game. And then the next game is KOTOR Remake. Oh, maybe that'll be here. You never know. Maybe we'll be. Anyway, all right. So now we're going into the Xbox block, even though we kind of already did with Persona 4 Remake. But this is all Xbox stuff that I could see showing up here as like a quick teaser leading into the Xbox showcase in a couple days after this comes out. You never know. Could happen. So first is, of course, the next Call of Duty. I would not be surprised if they do a little teaser, because so far we haven't had any teasers, and I feel like we're going to get a reveal at the Xbox showcase, unless they announce that... maybe is there a Call of Duty game this year? I'm assuming there is, considering every fucking year has one. Oh, is there a leak? Is rumored to be a Black Ops 2 sequel. Wait, what? Aren't they all? Well, no. Black Ops 2 would be in the... Okay, no. Actually, no, because Black Ops 6 we still... Wait. I haven't played the campaign of Black Ops 6. That still takes place in between 2 and 4, I assume, right? Wait, and 5, I guess. Cold War, right? No, not in between. Sorry, it would be after Cold War. So it's in between I was right. In between Cold War and I guess technically Black Ops 1 and 2, even though there's past sequences in there. But like... wait. Shit. I need to play these games again. Anyway, and I still need to play 6. To be fair, I never... No, I finished Cold War. What's the Call of Duty... what was the one before... No, Modern Warfare. I'm thinking Modern Warfare. Sorry. Modern Warfare 2 and 3 I never played. I played Modern Warfare 1. I never played 2 and 3. And I never finished... I never even started 6. I'll probably play it myself. Anyway, whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if we get like a teaser. You know how like Call of Duty always they do those weird little teasers. I would not be surprised if we get like a funny little teaser leading up to the Xbox showcase. Same thing for Fable, which I hope we actually get to see more of this fucking game. So far it's been 5 years and we've seen about 3 minutes of gameplay. So I hope we get to see more of this. This one I think is definitely going to happen. Perfect dark teaser. And when I say I think it's definitely going to happen, I think it's definitely going to be at the Xbox Showcase. Sorry. Fable might not even be at the Xbox Showcase because it's coming out next year. I think Perfect Dark is probably not coming out this year either, to be fair. But Fable, we did just get a trailer a couple months ago of like gameplay. So they might be like, we'll hold off and we'll show it like at other things later. So I would not be surprised, but who knows? Anyway, and the next thing I put here, so Perfect Dark teaser could also happen. Next thing I put here was Death Stranding 2. Now, this was before the state of play, but I left it here anyway because I think we might still get something, or we'll get a look at OD, which is the next thing from Hideo Kojima, starring a bunch of actors. Is OD the one that's also produced or has some connection with Jordan Peele? There you go. I was like, yeah, I had to think about it. I think that is. So we could see that. It's been like at least a year since they announced that. Maybe even longer. So I had to put this. Silksong. I have to put it. Even though it might actually be at the state of play. So who knows. And then the last thing I have here, I couldn't think of anything to end it on. So I just said, fuck it. Something from Software. There you have the Dust Blood. So I don't think that's going to be here. And they just released Elden Ring Night Rain. But I would not be surprised if we get another thing from Software. Because they do like Keighley. Keighley announces their stuff quite often. Night Rain, Elden Ring, Armored Core 6. He announced all those. To be fair, Elden Ring was already announced ahead of time, but it came back later. So, and actually, did Jeff Keighley announce Elden Ring to begin with? He might have, actually. Or was that like a PlayStation showcase or something? Or Xbox? Might have been an Xbox thing. Whatever, he re-announced it. Anyway, at Summer Game Fest back in 2021, I guess. I guess that would have been then. Anyway, so that is that. That's all I got. I'm sure there's a lot more, but that is everything. Let me know what you think. I mean, that's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. Honestly, if they showed a lot of that, that would be cool. I mean, obviously, there's going to be other things. There's going to be like updates for like online games and shit. Warframe will probably be there. This and that. Destiny 2, Valorant. I'm sure all that stuff. Marvel Rivals will probably be there. It's just like, I never think about stuff like that, so I don't add it here usually. Sometimes I'll think about it, but for the most part, I'm thinking about all the new games coming besides the expansions for things we already have. There'll probably be other things. There'll be ports to things and stuff like that. There'll probably be some Switch 2 news, maybe. You know, oh, here's a couple announcements for some Switch 2 games coming. That could happen too. Yeah. That's where my heart is now. So let me know what your predictions are. It's coming soon, and I'm excited. So, yay. Yay. Anyway, that's it. Bye.